few months ago in the gym, I was doing lat pull-downs, leg presses, seated cable rows, and other exercises that primarily use bodybuilding movements. But now I've switched over to more athletic movements, exercises that require more stability, such as weighted pull-ups, weighted dips, standing overhead press, barbell squat, and just so much more. And there is a reasoning for that. Most recently, I've changed everything about my training plan, my training style, and even my training philosophy. But first, let's go over what my training plan used to be like. Before, my training plan, as I said before, used to compose of bodybuilding principles. For example, doing most exercises on machines, such as doing a leg press instead of a barbell squat, or doing most exercises seated down. The reason is because I would watch all these bodybuilders and I would listen to everything they would say. I would copy the idea that stability is bad for muscle growth, that isolating individual muscle groups is the best way to grow. And I followed their ideas. I followed them. I was motivated and inspired by them. My philosophy at the start of my journey was to look good, was to build as much muscle as possible. The bodybuilding philosophy suggests that you can only choose two options: either look really good or be really strong but really overweight and fat. And because I watched all of these bodybuilders, all these shredded monstrosities, I chose for the first option, look shredded. And I thought I couldn't be strong unless I got really fat and put on a ton and a ton of weight. I was manipulated. No, I was rather brainwashed. I chose the route of looking good and not getting strong because I was brainwashed by bodybuilders. I was brainwashed by their philosophy of sitting down and doing exercises that didn't require much stability. And so I didn't progress that much. That was then until I found out about calisthenics, the art of body weight movements, doing exercises such as dips, push-ups, pull-ups, and even weighted calisthenics like weighted pull-ups and dips. I found out by watching all these calisthenic YouTubers, by watching all of them doing such amazing skills, yet being so shredded and aesthetic, made me realize that you could look good and be strong. You could do both, which I didn't know at the time. I thought that was impossible. And now I had a new goal, to get stronger, but to still remain lean and look good. But I didn't know how to do that. I couldn't listen to all these bodybuilders. The info about calisthenics was very rough. I didn't know how to train like an athlete. That was then, until I found about one man, the most controversial fitness influencer, Mario. Some might know him for the guy who just hates bodybuilders, but I know him because of his amazing training philosophy. Coach Mario Rios believes that bodybuilders are unattractive. They can't move well, they don't even look good. So what's the point of building so much muscle to the point that it hurts your looks and your performance? His main philosophy is to have a body that would benefit you most in life. The one that performs well, looks the best, and is the most aesthetic. And that is the athletic body type. His way of training is to use athletic movements but with bodybuilding principles. When I first watched this guy, I hated him. When he said that bodybuilders were unattractive, I didn't know what that meant. I thought that this guy was a straight capper until I dived deeper into the man and found out that he has a point. Facts don't care about your feelings. These are some words that stuck with me. I wanted to be stronger, to look stronger, but I didn't know how to, until I found a solution. Before fitness, I was a fat, overweight, and unfit kid who was addicted to video games and had no purpose in life. Before calisthenics, I thought bodybuilding was the only way to look aesthetic. I thought that looking strong and actually being strong weren't possible together. And before I found out about Mario Rios, I did not know how to train. I did not know how to train like an athlete and build that aesthetic V-tape. And because of these trials and errors, I was able to structure a workout plan specifically for athletic performance, to improve my strength, to progressively overload, to get stronger at the many compound lifts. I now have a new goal. I'm not a bodybuilder. You can barely call me a fitness influencer. But in the future, I will become the greatest calisthenics athlete in all of YouTube. See you. 6 years.